Good morning, all. Today I am going to take the topic from Cost Accounting 2. The topics which are to be covered in this class, that is specific order costing, which consists of job costing, batch costing, and contract costing. Next one is the job costing. So in this class, we mainly focus on job costing, features of job costing, advantages of job costing, and one problem related with the job costing. First one is the specific order costing. So first of all, we have to understand what do you mean by specific order costing. So it is a method of costing used to ascertain the cost of a job or a product. So it is called a specific order costing. It is adopted where the orders received from the customers for specific products or to be manufactured or services to be rendered. So this is known as the specific order costing. So in specific order costing, which consists of job costing, batch costing, and contract costing. So first one, or the main focus on that is job costing. So what do you mean by job costing? Job costing means a job is a work. So it is done against an order received from the customers. So the method of costing used to ascertain the cost of a job is known as the job costing, or we can say job order costing. Next, that is batch costing. Batch is a group of identical products. So, the method of batch costing is used to ascertain the cost of each batch. So, it is known as batch costing. It is used when the production consists of limited repetition work and a definite number of articles are manufactured in each batch to be held in stock for sale to customers. So it is known as the batch costing. Next one is the contract costing. A big job is called a contract. So the method of costing is used to ascertain the cost as well as the profit or loss of each particular contract is known as the contract costing. So it is also known as the terminal costing, and it is adopted when a job is a large and requires a long time for the completion of the work to be done at the site of the customer. Next one is the features of job costing. The first feature is the in job costing, production is against orders received from the customers and not for a stock. Okay. Next one is each order is given each job number. Okay. And the costs are accumulated and ascertained for each job. Next one is each job is considered as a cost unit. And the time required for the completion of a job, it is very less or it is very short as compared to the contract costing also. In order to helps to ascertain the cost and profit or loss on each job, a job cost sheet is prepared. So these are the some features of job costing. Next one is the advantages of job costing. The job costing or the job cost sheet help the managers to know the cost of materials and the labor overhead incurred for each job. So it helps the management and also helps to ascertain the operating efficiency of the various production centers and also identify which are the profitable and unprofitable areas or unprofitable jobs and also ascertain the cost and profit or loss of a job. And the management can control the cost by comparing the actual cost with the estimated cost and also identify the spoilage, defective or the production orders and help the management to take the corrective action to reduce this to the minimum. Next one is a problem related with the job costing. So I read the problem, listen carefully. The information given below is taken from the records as an engineer works in respect of job number 401. We already told that each job has allocated a certain number. So in this problem, the job number is 401. The materials is rupees 4,010 rupee. Direct material and the wages incurred in each department, that is A, the laborers worked for 60 hours and per hour rate is given, that is rupee 3 in A department, and in case of B department that is 40 hours laborers worked and per hour rate they will get 10 per hour rate. That okay. Then C department, in case of C department the laborers are worked for 20 hours, so they would get that as rupee 5 per hour. The overhead expenses are also given, that in variable overhead expenses are also given, that is in A department. The total overhead rate, that is 5,000 rupee for total labor hours also given, that is 5,000 labor hours. And in case of department B, that is the total overhead rate, that is 30,000 rupee for the 1,500 labor hours. And same as in C department, that is rupee 2,000 for 500 labor hours. Then the fixed cost, that is a variable cost, is also covered. Then the fixed cost, that is a rupee 20,000 rupee for 10,000 working hours. Okay, then we have to calculate the cost of job number 404 and price of the job, and to give a profit of 25% on sales. Okay, this is the question with related with the job costing. Before that, we want to prepare some working notes for this. So first we have to find out, that is the overhead rates per hour. Okay, there are two overheads, that is variable overhead and the fixed cost is also given. So we have to calculate the overhead rates per hour. So the variable overhead per labor hour can be calculated by using this formula, that is overhead divided by the labor hours. In case of department A, they are given as, that is a 5,000 rupee as the total variable overhead per 5,000 hours. So when we use this equation, we will get that as the 1 rupee as the per hour rate of overheads in case of department A. Likewise, that is in case of department B, 3,000 rupee is the overhead total overhead rate. So it is divided by the labor hours, that is 1,500 hours. Then we will get the 2 rupee per hour. Next, in case of C department, 2,000 rupee is the overhead rate. Then it is divided by the 500 labor hours. Then we will get the 4 rupee per hour rate. So likewise, that in fixed overhead, we have also calculate the per hour rate. So we divide the 20,000 rupee as the total of fixed cost, which is divided by the 10,000 hours. Then we will get 2 per hour rate. Okay. Then the total hours worked, that is already it is given in the question, that is 60 hours, 40 hours and 20 hours. So when we add, we will get the total hours worked, that is 120 hours. Then we compute the cost sheet of job number 404. So this is the job cost sheet for the job number 404. So first of all, we have to write the direct material. The direct material, the amount, that is rupees 4,010, which is already given in the question. And the wages, it also given in the question, that is in different departments, 60 hours work. Then they will get a per hour rate, that is rupee 3. That is multiplied with each department. So we will get 180, 80 and 100. Then we add this, then we will get the 360 rupee. So when we add the direct material and direct wage, we will get the prime cost. That is 4,370. Next, we have to add, that is a factory overheads. Factory overheads means it is the indirect charges, that is variable overheads here. We already calculated by using such a formula. Then we will get the per hour rates, that is 124 for each department. It is the variable overhead per hour rates. Then it is multiplied with the labor hours, that is already given in the question. So then we will get the factory overheads, that is variable rates, that is 60, 80 and 80. Then we add these three numbers, then we will get 220 as the total factory overheads variable. Then we have to calculate, or we have to write the fixed overhead. The total hours that we already told in the working note preparation time. So the total hours, that is 120 hours, and the per hour rate also we calculate there. So the per hour rate is, that is rupee 2. Then we multiplied it with 120 hours multiplied with 2. Then we will get 240 as a fixed overhead rate. Then we add these all costs together and we will get the total cost, that is 4,830 rupees. Next, we have to calculate the profit. So, profit is 25% on selling price, that is already given in the question. So, we don't know the selling price. So, we only have the total cost. So, on the basis of the total cost, we have to calculate the profit. Suppose the selling price, we assume that the selling price is rupee 100. Then the profit is that is 25% on selling price, that is 25. Then when we deduct this, we will get the cost, that is 75. So on the basis of that, we will calculate the profit on the basis of the cost. So the total cost is 4,830. That is multiplied with the profit percent, that is 25, on the basis of the cost, that is 75. So we will get the profit, that is 1,610. Okay, then we add this, then we will get the selling price, that is 6,440. Okay. Okay, thank you. This is about the job costing. Thank you.